Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Levinson and Associates training webinar series. So, as you know, we huddle up literally every single week and talk about what's hot, what's not, as far as products and carriers and technology, lead programs, all the above to help our agents bottom line, right? So you must walk away with nuggets at the end of every training webinar or live event, whatever we have, right? That's the goal, or else it's time not well spent, and that's not what we want. So make sure you take out a pen and paper, or if you prefer a notes app on your smartphone, that's fine too. But I want to make sure that you remember all of the highlights and the bullets that we go over today. Very, very important. Also, use the Q&A box. Okay, there's that little question pane that pops up in front of you. You can expand it or minimize it. But if you have questions as we go from Michael, our presenter, or myself, please jump in. We're going to answer every single question that comes in real time. In fact, Andrew's going to do that as we speak. And then at the end, we're going to ask a question of the day that has to do with our slides that we're going over. Whoever answers first and correctly will win the Fire HD 8 Plus tablet plus the new IUL prospecting book. Okay, if we announce your name and you're first. So make sure you stay on until the end. And then just a few things that I want to mention. We had our live South Florida Boca Raton breakfast training yesterday with Columbus Life, which was a big, big success. New product launch as well. So we're going to have the virtual version coming up in a few weeks. So you can, even if you're not in South Florida, you can still tune in and learn everything there is to know about some of these new niche programs they offer. So good stuff there. And then, as you know, our expo is literally around the corner now. Okay, so what are we? Just a couple months away. Make sure you get your RSVP in. It's free, but we are capped out at 300 agents in the room because of COVID restrictions. So we're already getting close. Make sure you RSVP as soon as we hang up today. Like I said, free breakfast, snacks, lunch, all on us. And then you can qualify for a free room at our beachfront resorts and round trip airfare as well. So that's as long as you qualify with life and annuity premium, or you can specialize on the life side or the annuity side as well, or mix and match. Okay, so real fast, what we're talking about today is a hot new product from GTL called Turbo Term. And I don't know if you saw any of our marketing, but this is AI powered, artificial intelligence powered. So instant decisions, and your first train of thought is probably just like what I thought is I said, this is too good to be true. The premiums must be outrageous, right? And we did some side by side lineups, and they're not. In fact, they're almost as close as a traditional, fully underwritten competitive term product. So that's what made me jump in and say, you know what? We have to bring this live to our agents. And that's what we are doing today. So we're going to talk about some basically guaranteed issue products, some instant decision term, which is the turbo term. And what I also want you to understand is you all know that Levinson and Associates created the exclusive Insure Me Now Direct platform, okay? And the difference is, as you know, we have multiple term products, critical illness, DI, accident on the Insure Me Now Direct product or platform, I should say. The main difference is the Insure Me Now platform is 100% direct to consumer, where your consumer can log in at 3 a.m., they can run a quote, they can apply, they can print and save their policy. You can wake up the next day and commissions and renewals are paid and you are agent of record. Okay, with the turbo term, there is agent involvement. Not much, but there is some agent involvement. So that's the differentiating piece that I'll just throw out there. But I'll tell you right now, this product is awesome. In fact, I haven't seen anything that works like this in my 25 years. So we're very, very excited to launch this platform, especially with their whole life plan offered up to age 90. So some real great niches here that we're going to jump into. Let's keep moving along. Also, what I want to talk about is we have so much going on at Levinson. We always do between life, supplemental products, the annuity side. So we decided to put together these quick, this is a 15-minute life and annuity updates video. Okay, we launched it yesterday. Check it out when you get a chance because everything that's going on in our office, and especially we have now over almost 23,000 agents in the U.S. So everything that you need to know is literally in this 15-minute video. So if you did not receive this last night, let us know. And that means we probably have your incorrect email address or it's in your junk folder. So look for that, and we'll also include it in tonight's thank you email. We'll also include the GTL contracting link as well as the product brochures. So everything is at your fingertips, but definitely check this out when you can. Okay, let's keep moving along here. So for Valentine's Day, we did a cute little marketing piece. So as you know, we have a bunch of remote employees, and then we have our in-house employees, right? We're all one big happy family, but at our home office in South Florida, we did a white glove service marketing spin. So you can see the picture in front of you. That's for everyone was wearing pink and red for Valentine's Day, and then we blasted this out, I believe, the night of. This is our quick little note here, just a farewell and thank you to our agents that support us every single day out in the field because we all know we would be nothing without you all. You're our customer, right? As you know, so our service must be spectacular day in and day out. And if it's not, right, because we're not perfect, but I always say we're 99.9% there. But for that 0.01% chance that we're not perfect, let us know what we can do to help. And you can reach out to me, myself, or Carrie anytime, okay? And let us know what's going on, and anything we can do, we're going to jump in head first and try to resolve the situation. Okay, let's keep moving forward. So the Levinson sales contest going on right now. So this is pretty neat. We have our Hero Assurity term product that is on Insure Me Now Direct, and that goes to $2 million. So what we have right now is a $50 cash per policy bonus, okay? And that's up to 10 policies, okay? And then after 10, you can get $75 cash per policy up to 20, and this runs for 3 months. So definitely a great option for Insure Me Now Direct sales. Let's keep moving along. We just had our Super Bowl contest. Now, keep in mind, now, in order to qualify, you had to go on and follow our Facebook page, the Levinson Facebook page, share the total score and the winner. Whoever's closest wins, but there are requirements. You have to write 2 apps in February, okay? And that is the qualification. So just because you won, right, maybe the second place person qualified, but you only wrote 1 app, let's say. So my point is, if you participated, make sure you get those 2 apps in because you number 2, 3, 4, or 5 could be the winner. So whoever qualifies first wins. Okay, so don't forget that. The expo, like I mentioned earlier, the date is April 21st. Make sure you RSVP literally today because it might be closed out in a week or two. Once we hit 300, we're capped. So make sure you get that in. And then, of course, we pay for 1 to 2 nights of our beachfront location, beachfront resort right on the sand. And again, if you have not written any business, it's still free for you to come. And we will also pay for a round trip airfare if you qualify. So the qualification period ends on the 31st, and it runs 25,000 to 50,000. Okay, and then 60,000 is the 2 free nights plus round trip airfare. Okay, Corebridge AIG has a 10% bonus on IUL, up to $4,000 with Illinois Mutual DI product. Great blue collar DI middle market. Moving along on the annuity side, we just announced a 5-day Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville cruise. So that starts at, I believe, $500,000 of annuity premium. Just under that is another annuity contest where you can earn a 1,000 piece annuity mailer. We're seeing about a 2% return on the financial services annuity mailers right now. So definitely a great co-op lead program to look into. Also, let's keep moving forward here. The expo, I mentioned it a few times already. But I want to say what's going to be so cool about this expo, if you've been to our prior events, this one is going to be totally different. The reason why, number one, we have 14 of our core carriers. We have a dinner the night before for our out of town agents. And the unique part here, right after lunch, we're going to have an agent panel. Okay, so we're going to have some of our top agents from around the country. We're all going to be on stage together, and it's going to give you a chance to ask them questions and for me to pick their brain about their business model, what works, what doesn't. Okay, we're going to make this all about value add and nuggets. You have to walk away with sales ideas after this day is over, okay, at 5 o'clock p.m. So it's going to be awesome. Make sure you get in that RSVP for the fifth time now. Very, very important, because I would hate to say to anybody, hey, we're already capped out. We'll see you next year. Okay, so important stuff. We have our video on social media. You can check that out when you can. But again, just make sure you get that RSVP. And plus, we're launching our new refreshed, revamped Levinson and Associates website. We're also officially launching our 4 new products to Insure Me Now Direct. So it's going to be a great day. In fact, MIB is going to be there on stage with me announcing Insure Me Now Direct, the new edition. So it's going to be really, really neat stuff for all agents from around the U.S. Okay, couple new things at Levinson, and then Michael's going to take over. So real fast, a few things I want to point out. We're going to include all of this, by the way, in our thank you email. So I'm not going to go over every single bullet, but a few things I do want to point out quickly. So let's focus on the middle section. Our agents sell a ton of Transamerica, and they just recently announced this new instant decision platform. And Levinson is the pilot IMO for electronic policy delivery now with Trans. So we're proud of that. On the right-hand side, on the top there, top bullet. So if you write annuities or you want to write your first annuity, whatever it is, make sure you opt in. So every Monday we send out the latest and greatest rates and products and bonuses. So make sure you are in that email list. If you're not, just let us know. The Ringy follow-up tool, which works amazing. Okay, we have, literally, we have banks, financial institutions, professional call centers using Ringy right now, right? And they ask for a dialer system. So we have the new Power Dialer rolling out with Ringy in the next 4 to 6 weeks. We also spoke about that on our webinar a couple of weeks ago, so you can check out. In fact, Andrew, let's include that in the thank you email, because I think that is so important for all agents. Carrie's Corner, Volume 26 is out now. We launched that a couple of days ago. That's just a chance for him to share his personal stories, like an editorial every single month, but we all can learn so much from his stories. 50 years, 55 years in the business. Started as a salesman with Met. So it's, anyway, really, really cool stuff. And we can learn from those old school stories and then combine with the latest technology, which makes for a win-win combination. Just under that, we have the mortgage acceleration tool. So if you're in the mortgage protection business, okay, and you're selling a lot of this non-med term with riders using mortgage protection leads, this tool is amazing. It gives you another story to tell. Okay, you can sit down with a client and talk about various charts and how to accelerate paying off their mortgage and how to help their spouse and their children. So it's just another way in. And let me end with this, and then I'll turn it over to Mike. But we have, I don't know how long, obviously we have just now over 1,000 agents on this call right now from our various webcasts and everything else going on. But some of you are new with us. Some of you have been around for years and years with Levinson. we used to have a mortgage protection lead program that was the best I've ever seen, because we all know a good lead program today, right? Working with a third party vendor, a good lead program really doesn't exist. Okay. I would say 90% of these programs either I would say are fair, okay, or not great. We'll leave it at that. Maybe 10% are good, and then maybe 2 to 3% are great, okay? We had a great platform years and years back. Well, I just found out the last, 2 days ago, the program is coming back. Okay, we have a great program today, but this program that we launched about 10 years ago, we ran it for about 5 years, and then that was it. We could not sell the leads to our agents any longer. The program is back. I'm getting all the details. We should be launching this in the very near future. I would say probably about a month or so, you'll hear more. But anyway, I'm very excited about this because we had agents selling a ton of premium just from this platform. So I know it's back and hopefully bigger and better than ever. Okay, let's move to Michael's slide here. What I want to do now is introduce Michael Jen, who is our regional with Guaranteed Trust Life. We have some great stuff to talk about. And Michael, are you there, bud?
I am here. Let me hit show my screen. We'll share it. And at this point, you should be able to see my screen and see the mouse moving around it. Is that correct?
Yep, we are good.
Excellent. So good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I sure do appreciate the opportunity to talk in front of you here via the technology that we've got. Hey, I want to say one thing right off the bat, though, before I really get into it, and that is that I've been in sales and leadership and management and sales my entire life. And one of the best ways and the absolutely easiest way that I have ever seen to learn how to get better at what we do, and I'm always trying to get better, and that is to listen to experts. And when Bill said that at your Levinson Expo, you're going to have a panel of experts at one point where you're going to be able to question them and hear what their tips are, et cetera, et cetera. Holy moly. I'll tell you what, if for no other reason than that, I would be signing up for that Levinson Expo. So I challenge you guys today to get signed up today before you turn your light off tonight. Do whatever you need to do, go to the website, whatever you need to do, and get signed up for it, because it is an absolute commitment to your career that you're doing so that you are continuously working on getting better and better. Would you agree, Bill?
Yeah, absolutely. And I so appreciate you saying that, Michael. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it's just, hey, we here at GTL, we serve our two customers. We have two customers, and you guys know who those customers are. Those two customers are you, the agent, and your customers, who are our policy holders. Every day that we get up here at GTL, we've got 300 people, and we come to work to serve those two people. So one of my ways of serving you, the agents, is just by giving you that little piece of information, because if 50 of you get signed up and you fill out the Expo, and then you're going to walk away saying, holy moly, this was the best thing I've ever done. So with that, let's talk a little bit about GTL. This is our building right here. We're located in Glenview, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. We're about 25 minutes outside of Chicago. We were founded in 1936 in downtown Chicago by Rick Holson I. He ran the company for many years. Then Rick Holson II took over the company, ran it for many years, and now Rick Holson III has been running the company for a fair number of years. And during Rick Holson III, that is where we have really grown and made a name for ourselves. We are a mutual company, which the good news to that for you guys is, you know that we're actually owned by the policyholders, so we're never going to be bought out by some big conglomerate and then change the way we do business. We're always going to say this little engine that could type of a company. We're located in 49 states, all states but New York. You say, why New York? Because you have to be domiciled in New York, and it's a difficult place to do business in, so we just skip it completely. We've got an A-, AM Best, top tier, excellent rating. We've got zero debt and around $700 to $800 million in assets. And the company itself we make approximately 15 to 35 million per year. And I only share that with you because if you went onto our website, gtlic.com, you could see our financials. We're a very transparent company. But we're proud of the profit we make because it lets you know that, hey, this is a profitable company. And the reason why we're profitable, believe it or not, is because of the fact that we pay our claims very quickly. And we do not make our customers jump through a bunch of hoops to get their money. Our philosophy is that every single dollar that we are contractually obligated to pay, we want to make sure that it gets to your customers, which are our customers, and it gets to them very quickly, because when they're super happy with us, they're super happy with you because you are the ones that recommended us to them. So with that, let's jump in as soon as we get the mouse working. There we go. Today we're going to talk about TurboTerm, instant issue, individual level term life insurance, built for insurance distribution, built to go fast. That's where the term turbo comes from. It's powered by artificial intelligence and predictive analytics, which means that there's no medical exams. The rates are incredibly affordable, high-speed policy delivery, and in 70% of the time, instant decision, which means while you're still there with your customer, or you're on the phone with them, the policy will be approved. Now, who are we looking for? We're looking for very, very strong people. Well, this is not, if your people are ill, they've got diabetes, whatever it may be, this would not be the policy for them. This is the policy, and when you're talking to people, you know that they've got good health, they're strong, and put them through us, and you won't have to wait weeks to find out, are they approved? You won't have to have them get jabbed with a needle or have to get doctor's information. We do all of that through the artificial intelligence, which, what a great time we're living in, huh, you guys? And whenever I say guys, I mean guys and gals, but what a great time we're living in, where we can, over a computer, send it, and next thing we know, we've got up to $1 million life insurance policy approved. All right, so some of the information that you have, here's a beautiful brochure. And to get the brochure, once you're contracted with us, and to get contracted with us, you need to contact Levinson and Associates and get contracted with them, and through them, you can become contracted with us. And then at that point, we're going to give you my personal information, my cell phone, et cetera, so that I will be one of the contact people when you really need some extra power to get things done. You can call me direct on my cell. We've got as many brochures as you want. You just go on our website, and the very same day or the next day, they will be in the mail being shipped to you. And when I say as many as you want, 25 at a time, and then we'll send you that as often as you want. There's also a fillable postcard that will take care of you. We are a company that is always innovating, and that's where we came up with this policy itself. We're saying, hey, what is out there, or what area is not being fulfilled that we can handle and give ourselves another big push for the growth of our company. All right, why term insurance? If I were talking to a bunch of people that were just beginning, I'd go over this whole slide. I do not need to tell you why term insurance is a good buy. You guys know that. But I will talk about the problems with traditional term insurance is medical underwriting requirements, having to provide fluids, undergo a medical exam, and or submit to medical records in order to attain insurance coverage. Boo, boo, boo. Nobody likes to do that. Also time, waiting for what seems to be a lifetime to find out if your coverage has been accepted. Boo, boo, boo. Nobody wants to do that. We want to know right away so that we can plan on getting paid the following week. So why GTL's TurboTerm? Underwriting powered by artificial intelligence. Your clients don't have to worry about a long application process or uncomfortable medical exams. As I stated earlier, 70% of the applications are expected to be instantly issued, rates competitive, as Bill had said earlier, with fully underwritten products. So just so you know, this is a fully underwritten product. It's just done through the artificial intelligence that we developed. Provide the affordable coverage your clients want in a fraction of the time of fully underwritten products. Even though this is fully underwritten, but it's artificial intelligence powered. Your policy request will cross the finish line to see the checkered flag at record speeds. Okay, fast, quick, and affordable. No medical exams. Just answer 8 simple health questions. And then based upon those answers, more questions may pop up. But those are the 8 simple ones to begin with. Affordable rates. Peace of mind protection for as little as $769 per month. That's for a 20-year-old female. $100,000 coverage, by the way. Instant coverage. Most applicants are approved and covered within minutes, as we talked about. And flexible benefits. Coverage options ranging from $100,000 to $1 million. Age availability, 20 through 70. And we also have children riders available. Level term lengths, 10 through 30 years, 5-year increments, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 year. Flexible coverage amounts, as we already talked about, $100,000 to $1 million, easily customized turbo term to your client's need. Turbo term pays the cash benefit to your client's loved ones if they pass away during a specified period of time. Here are the term lengths and dollar amounts that you can get. We'll walk through this kind of quickly here. Ages 20 through 50, you can get 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30 year, up to $1 million. At 51 to 55, you lose the 30-year term, but you can get 25 all the way back to 10 year. At 56, you lose the 25-year term, and you lose $250,000 in coverage, so you can get $750,000 for 20, 15, and 10 year. Now the next 5-year jump at 61, and this is for the age that the customer is at the time of application, and that is an issue age plan, as I'm sure you know. But now at 61 to 65, we lose 5 more years. We can get $750,000 for 15 and 10 years. 66 to 70, we can get $500,000 worth of coverage for 10 years. Customize your coverage. There's an accidental death rider, so you can double the death benefit with accidental death coverage up to a maximum of $250,000. All right, so you determine accidental death. They will pay an additional up to $250,000 if you sign up for the rider. Waiver of premium rider. This waives the premium if you are totally disabled for at least 6 months. If you are totally disabled before the age of 60, the waiver claim can extend indefinitely. If totally disabled after age 60, the premium will be waived to age 65. All right. Hopefully that's clear. If not, type it in and we'll re-explain it. Child rider, add life insurance coverage up to $10,000 for all biological and adopted children. Children must be between the ages of 15 days and 18 years at the time of application. Now, you see here, accelerated benefit for terminal illness. This is pretty cool. Turbo Term offers the flexibility to use your client's benefits when they need it the most. Your client can accelerate up to 90% of their death benefit if they are diagnosed with a terminal illness and have less than 12 months to live. So we will pay them 90% of their death benefit. The last 10% will be paid after they die. That way they've got money for their actual services. All right. Current state availability, you see we're in just about every single state. Versus the competition, I don't know that there's anything in particular. We can just look at this for 5 more seconds and move on. I'm very cognizant of how important your time is, and so here's some sample rates. But like Bill had said earlier, and like we mentioned when we showed you that one at 769, the rates are incredibly competitive. And now again, we're looking for good, strong people. There's 3 risk levels: preferred, standard, standard express. Reflexive underwriting occurs with artificial intelligence information from data received. So what that means is we're looking at 6 various sources, Medical Information Bureau, et cetera, instantly to determine what questions we want to ask, if there's additional questions that need to be asked, and to determine, all right, are we approving this person. There's 3 possible outcomes: accelerated instant use, yay, that's what we want, and we should see that 70% or greater. Referred to an underwriter, that means that, hey, we may need more information, or declined. We don't want declined, and quite frankly, we don't want them referred to an underwriter either. So this is where you send your strongest people, so that while you're right there, they're getting approved. And again, remember, they're not getting poked, jabbed, any of that. How to write a turbo term application, and when you get contracted with Levinson and then get contracted through them with GTL, you're going to get a welcome to GTL packet, which is going to give you all the information on really how to do everything. But you'll just click on quote and submit, right? You'll click on the turbo term, you'll hit login, and then you can start getting information. You also can go to a faster process to get a quote, is to go to turboterm.com, all right? So you go to turboterm.com once you're contracted with us through Levinson, and then at that point, you can get a quote, and then from the quote, you can go to apply. It's just a little shortcut that we made after we came out with it a week ago. We had some agents say, hey, I wish it would have done this, all right? So plenty of marketing materials. Once your contract is approved, then, and your agent, your client has a policy with us, then we're going to send them an email that's going to have a link so they can print up a copy of their policy if they want. And we're also going to mail them a welcome to GTL packet through the US mail that's going to have a welcome to GTL letter, their policy number, and also how, if they want to get a copy of it, what website they can go to get a copy of it. And that's what we're talking about right here, turboterm.com. We're going to share this quote with you, but I want to talk about it more when we get done with our next product that we're going to cover, which is the last one, and that's going to be our heritage plan, our final expense plan. So bear with me as I pull that up. We're going to hit escape here. We are going to boom, boom, boom. Close this one out. We are going to open up our Heritage Life PowerPoint right here. Then we are going to hit slideshow. We're going to hit from the beginning, and all right. But I'm thinking right now, do you guys see my desktop? Anybody? Display settings.
Yep, we see your desktop with all the icons right now.
Good. We just have to switch it here. So let's go there. All right. Identify, and all right. Did anything change, you guys?
Nope, we just see your 1-2 display for the screen.
Yes. Okay. So bear with me here for, let's hit display. Trying to get it reversed. And all right, let's try something else here now. All right, we're just doing this. Okay, you guys can now see, you're seeing the whole PowerPoint presentation now, correct?
Yep.
Okay, good deal. So this is just because we're not going to play around any longer. I want to get into this. So we have our Heritage Life Plan, which is a final expense plan, and it's designed for, it's simplified issue. It's designed for your clients that are in bad shape. They need to get up to $20,000 worth of coverage. Issue age is 50 to 90, and it's an issue age plan. So once they've got the plan, that's what their rate is going to be. Male, female, and issue age rates, level premium. The underwriting, there are yes, no underwriting questions, and there's 6 of them, and that will determine whether they will qualify or not. No height or weight guidelines, no additional underwriting upon submission, Social Security gate drafting is available. Underwriters are available for if there's some question in regards to the application questions. But this plan is designed, and here's the questions right there that we're asking. And this plan is designed for your clients that, hey man, I need to get something so that when I die, I don't want to burden my children with a $10 or $15,000 funeral bill. So do you have anything at all? I'm not super healthy. Yes, I do. Here's what I can do for you. And that's what this plan is designed to do. And with that, we're going to end on this quote. This is a quote, my favorite quote of all time, and it is, everything you've always wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. I'm going to read it to you 2 more times because it's so powerful, you guys, when you stop and break it down. Everything you have ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. Everything you've always wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. And what does that mean to us salespeople? It means that we should never let fear slow us down, or in some cases, paralyze and absolutely stop us, okay? Meaning, what are we really afraid of? Oh, I've made, 15 calls today and I've done nowhere with it. I don't want to make that 16th call. Yeah, you don't want to make that 16th call because fear is holding you back. But when you stop and break it down, wait, let me introduce myself to fear and get to know fear a little bit. Well, fear on the 16th call, the worst thing that can happen is someone's going to say, no, thank you, I'm not interested. Oh, is that all that's going to happen? Well, I'm not going to let fear stop me from making that 16th call or the 17th or 18th or 19th call. I'm not going to let fear stop me from asking for an additional policy from this family, et cetera, et cetera. If you adapt this quote right here, you can apply it to everything in your life, and you will be amazed at how you can stand 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And with that, Bill, I'm going to turn it back to you, and you can take us home, my friend. All right, Bill or Patrick, or Bill or Andrew, Paris, if you want to take over.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay, let me just see. Bill might have a phone. Maybe his phone went out here. So just hang tight for me 1 second. We'll get him right back here.
Absolutely. Hey, while we're here, just to kill some airtime, you guys.
I'm back, Andrew.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
Michael.
great.
Yeah, you can finish. No problem.
Oh yeah, I was just I'm finished, but to kill some airtime, I was just going to let everybody know I just finished a book called Atomic Habits, and what it talks about. It's a very good book, whether you read it or you get it on audiobooks. But it talks about how you make these tiny changes in what you're doing every day, and a tiny change, a 1% change, you don't think is going to be a big deal, but when you make that 1% change in 15 different areas, all of a sudden you're waking up with more energy, you're getting it done at the health club, you're getting it done at work, you're getting it done in your relationships with your loved ones. It's just a highly recommended book, Atomic Habits. All right, Bill, bring us home.
Yeah, I read the same book, and they have it on a audio version as well. It's amazing. It's about taking the little steps and how it changes your life ultimately. So, big fan.
Good.
Okay, Michael, that was fantastic. I'll tell you. I just, by the way, I apologize. I had an emergency call from a technician at my house, so I had to grab the phone. But that was phenomenal. What I want to say is what we just saw. I mean, I've never seen anything. We have over 90 carriers that we have direct IMO contracts with, and this is very unique. I want to ask a quick question for our agents out there when they're considering TurboTerm for a consumer. Are you pretty much obviously you want the I wouldn't say younger, but the healthier consumer. is it basically standard or better, or would you say like standard plus or better? Like just to give like rule of thumb to give the agents.
I'd probably go with standard plus or better.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Okay, good deal. No, this is exciting. All right, so what we're going to do now is I want to show you how to get started. I want to show you some great marketing pieces that we put together so you could start to get the word out, and then we'll have our giveaway. So again, Michael, that was great. We're going to do this again. By the way, this was our first GTL launch, but I definitely want to have Michael back on because there's some excellent information here, and like I said, very unique. They have some stuff that fills gaps, and that's important for us. Okay, so we're going to send out a thank you email to all agents. I said it earlier, just saying it again. Look for it in your inbox. Basically, our website, you can see the left-hand side, follow the yellow arrow, My Contracting, and then your request will be right there below that. And then on the right-hand side, we have a GTL folder with all of the marketing material, basically everything you need to know. And then obviously, once you're appointed, and then the GTL world is at your fingertips with their site as well. And I've never even seen a carrier this day and age say, "Oh yeah, we'll mail out 25 brochures." Now everything is email. So that says a lot, on their behalf. They're willing to back up all of our agents, and put money where their mouth is. So we appreciate that as well. Let's keep moving along. So we have 24 products now on Insure Me Now Direct, okay, with the latest edition of the 4 new Assurity products. And they all obviously come with free scholarship as well. So when you're working with, let's say, health agency, P&C agency, real estate company, mortgage company, bank, financial institution, you can use the free scholarship as the draw, as the hook, as the value add. And then obviously 24 products are on the platform once the consumer lands on your site. And then, of course, we can brand that website to the specific association or bank or whatever it is. So, and you still get all the credit. And most important, you are agent of record, especially when it comes time for policy reviews, conversions, right? We know how that goes. You have to build your own book. You don't want to build someone else's book and send them referrals, okay? Which, by the way, we hear of some of our competitors doing this now, which is crazy. So don't ever do that. You need to be agent of record on every product you sell. Okay, these are the 4 new products that I want to focus on quickly, and then actually we're going to get everybody out early, and this will be nice for a change. Real quick on the left-hand side, these are all Assurity Direct products through our direct contract. So it's important for you to know that. And the reason why is, number one, renewals. Okay, most of these products have full renewals. And then if you have a downline, and obviously you're going to collect the override, the spread, plus it gives you a chance to collect the spread on renewals as well. Okay, that's an annuity for you. That's a retirement, literally. Okay, if you have enough policies on the books. So the term up to $1 million, left-hand side, all of these products, return of premium rider. Okay, that's huge. Issue age is up to age 75, full conversion scholarship. The disability product, just one over from the left side, issued up to age 60. Look at this. No financials needed. ROP rider, short and long term, instant decision. And all of these are 100% direct to consumer. Okay, so that's huge. Now, obviously, the turbo term has a niche as well, because that's when you're face to face, right? You're looking for, let's say, the least expensive premium and the client's on the standard plus or better side. Yes, I would look at turbo term, but this is a great backup as well, depending on the situation. Just over from that, we have critical illness. Look at that. Also with return of premium, issuable up to age 70. And then the accident plan is guaranteed issue, and that also goes to age 70, and you can attach an ROP rider. So what's so cool is even on the term side, no one gets declined, because if there is a declination, there's going to be a pop-up window that shows the accident plan offered. So they can still buy a product from your site while you're sleeping. Okay, so again, lots and lots of sizzle here. So these 4 products are being programmed as we speak by MIB, and this will be launched officially at our expo. Unofficially, we'll have this launched in probably about 3 more weeks. You'll be able to use this on Insure Me Now Direct. So very, very excited about this. Okay, let's keep moving along. And like I said, a few more slides left and we'll get you out early. So what we wanted to do here was discuss other popular instant decision products. Okay, which and you think about term and now you have lots of options, but when you're thinking about IUL, right, you need a fit for that. When you're thinking about whole life, when you're thinking about term over $1 million, right, we have to fill all gaps. So left hand side, Sagicor's new IUL, instant decision plus e-app, e-policy delivery. And if we move one level over to the right, we have legal in general, which is Banner, instant decision now to $2 million. Okay, that's a big deal. And the reason why, premium is number 1 or 2, period. Okay, you're not going to find a product that's less expensive than Banner's traditional term. But again, it's a different type of product for a different type of consumer, depending on situations. Hero Life, that's part of our Insure Me Now Direct platform. So again, direct to consumer. Let's move over to the final column, right-hand side. Mutual of Omaha, instant decision final expense up to $40,000, issuable to age 85. That's a big deal because most instant decision products cut off at about 70, 75, 80. MU goes to 85, also with living benefits included and scholarship approved. So again, another big deal, especially on the permanent side. So lots and lots of and this is, by the way, just a little taste of what we have. We just wanted to point out a few bullets here on some other great underwriting platforms. Okay, let's keep moving along. What I want to show you now is you have all these great products, right? And you're scratching your head saying, Bill, this is wonderful. And even if you gave me a 300% commission contract, I got to sell product. I got to get my foot in the door. I got to share my story. Okay. So what I wanted to show you is examples. These are top performing posts on social media today. Okay. On LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We do a search now every week, and I share on these webinars the latest top performing insurance posts, period. Okay, just to give you ideas. And they say, and I always say, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just change a few spokes, right? We know how that goes. So let's take a look, top left corner, why indexed UL insurance might be a new 401k. So we know IUL is blowing up right now. Okay, so what this agent did is he took a little snippet from the Forbes article, and then just under that, that's Drake, the singer, the rapper from Canada. Okay, and look at just to the right of that. Go to the banks for loans, ? Self-finance using an IUL. Okay, that's a great hook. This one had about 27, 28 comments that came in saying, hey, can you tell me more? Can you run a quote? That's 27 new prospects for that agent. Okay, so my point is, you got to get scrappy out there. You got to be so creative and don't stop. Even if you put a post together tonight and you put it on Facebook and you get one person that liked it and it happens to be your brother-in-law, okay? It doesn't matter. First of all, family members need insurance too, right? The second part is one like is a start. And then, maybe the next time it's 3. So you know how that works. Let's focus on the middle post here. Now, this is interesting, and I like this strategy. Left-hand side, the problem, 401k, and then it talks about all the bullets, the issues. On the right-hand side, in green, the solution with IUL, and then all the great bullets that have to do with IUL, right? Again, slam dunk. And what they did, and I thought this was pretty cool, look on the bottom. It says text life to this phone number. So they have a text line. And if you think about that, it makes it so easy for the consumer to text in questions, to create new leads for the agent. So this is what I mean by getting scrappy, okay? And by the way, we'll include these in the thank you email so you don't have to take pictures. I also see a bunch of questions coming in. We're going to include all of this in the thank you email. Let's move over one more. Do I need life insurance? Now, this is a little very user friendly chart for consumers, okay? And check out all the green buttons in the arrow, okay? Hello. If any consumer sees this, they're going to say, oh my gosh, I need a quote, right? Tell me more. So anyway, I like that one as well. That one had about, I think, 10 to 12 replies and and I know it was over 100 likes. So they're doing something right and it's working. And again, it's just educating the consumer. Okay, let's keep moving along. This is another great example of instant decision term ads that obviously perform very well. These are done by huge companies. They're D2C companies that where there's no IMO. But what's interesting is let's look at the left-hand side. Okay, very, very simple, right? Very user-friendly. Call it vanilla, whatever you want. It will take you 2 to 3 months with others. Term life insurance for the digital generation. Get 250 or 100,000 in coverage in a few minutes online. Now, when you look at this, you're like, well, what's the big deal here, right? And you say to yourself, I have products much better than this, much faster, because I have decisions in real time. Doesn't even take minutes. Okay. And you're right. You have I know that this product, and I'm telling you right now, you have much better products to offer your consumer. The difference is, right, what this company did on the left side, they spend a ton of money on Facebook ads getting the word out there. Okay. So again, my suggestion, create a YouTube video, get your social media pages up and running, and start dripping every week, every few days. You know, what I would do, I would say, hey, it's Long Term Care Tuesday and Return a Premium Friday, right? And come up with a 1 minute snippet of you talking about, free life insurance by using ROP with your spouse at the kitchen table with holding up her iPhone. Okay, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just time to get scrappy. On the right side, same thing. Life insurance before you finish your coffee, apply online in 5 minutes. You have this stuff. What's the big deal here, right? Life insurance before you finish your coffee. Yeah, you can provide a life insurance policy with a competitive premium before this person even starts pouring the coffee. So again, it's just getting the message out. I just wanted to show you those two quick examples. Okay, and speaking of social media, if you say right now, Bill, I love all this social media stuff and I know it's working, but I don't know where to begin. Okay, if we can go to the next slide here. So what I did is I pulled in one of the top gurus in Florida, and his name is Amir at Watt Media. And his company, they focus, in fact, for 20 years, they focus on social media. They work with big companies and they create and blast out these ads. So typically on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. They create the ad, they manage the ad, and they do search engine optimization work for these big corporations and small businesses, and mainly in Florida. So what I did is I put together an outline for my podcast, and actually we're recording it tomorrow. And I put my agent hat on, and I asked him a bunch of questions for an hour all about Facebook ads, social media, SEO. How do our agents get the word out? What is the most cost effective way? What does he suggest? Right? So that's what this is about. It's going to be, like I said, recorded tomorrow, and then you will have it in your inbox by the weekend, or you can find it on your favorite podcast channel or YouTube. And like I said, we'll also email blast it out. But we must help our agents. We don't make a penny until you write premium. Okay, we get that. We know that. Okay, that tells me our value add platform has to be the best around, right? Because that's going to help agents sell more product, which helps us, which helps Michael and GTL and all of our carriers. So we get it. All right, final slide here, and then we're going to have our question of the day. These are our upcoming training events. So our agency automator database, CRM website, right? Most of this is free on the top section there. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have these ongoing trainings hosted by Kevin, our programmer. And then just under that in blue, that is our weekly live webinar series, which is what you're on right now. So the next one is on the 22nd next week, and that is with AIG Corebridge. And we're talking all about fixed and indexed annuities, MIGAs. It's going to be a great training for rookie and veteran annuity agents. On the bottom there, 2023 UL kickoff. So we have a new product with Columbus Life. This is basically a virtual webinar version of our live meeting that we did yesterday in South Florida. Okay, so definitely make that call. So that's on Thursday, the day after. So we're going to have a double header next week, and just jot down those dates. Make sure you register. And what's most important, and like I always say, is you walk away with an idea or two, right? That changes your game for the better, especially, and it's still a new year here for 2023. Okay, final slide here in our question of the day. My quote here is our Positive Tuesday quote. Every week I come out with these. And what does it mean? Nothing. My point here is I want our agents to learn from what we do. Okay, what you'll notice is if you look at the Bill Levinson Experience podcast, if you look at Positive Tuesday quotes, okay, we never skip a week or a month, ever. You have to be persistent and consistent with your message for your audience, okay? Just like we are for our audience, which is you all, agents. We don't sell to consumers, but you do. But the mindset is identical. So come up, like I said, pick LTC Wednesday, annuity Thursday, whatever you want. Come up with something creative. Get scrappy. Get the word out day in and day out. And then you build this big consumer bucket. And when the word life insurance or long-term care or disability comes up, they're going to remember, hey, don't forget to call Lisa, the guru insurance agent, the one that sends out all of these e-blasts and blogs and everything else every week, okay? It's all about getting the message out. And now, right, in 2023, you have all of these free platforms that won't cost you a penny to do exactly that. And not just in South Florida, all over the country. It's wide open. All right, anyway, make sure your little fingers are on the keyboard and you're ready to answer, because you got to be first and you got to be correct. Question of the day. You ready to go? Andrew's going to pick whoever answers first and correct. The question is, how many products do we have on our Insure Me Now Direct platform that include the scholarship, the 1-year scholarship platform? Comes free. How many products are on Insure Me Now Direct that include our Sage Scholarship Program at no charge? Tell me the magic number, and you win. Andrew's going to tell us who was first. Andrew, do we have a winner?
We do. It is Gary L. Gary L.
Gary L., congrats. The answer was 24 products. Kind of a trick question because they all come with a free scholarship. Every product on Insure Me Now Direct. So don't forget that. Write it down. Get set up. Start selling. Most important, get your message out, right? What do they say? Make your message, right? That's what it's about. Put your foot on the gas with Turbo Term, GTL, and Levinson. Let's have a great rest of the week and great selling. Take care, and thanks again, everyone.